Hello everyone, I'm Ishita Jen from Fun to Learn, and today we are going to be learning about feudalism and all the terms that led to its decline. Let's get started. Feudalism is a term invented in the 19th century to describe how society was structured during the Middle Ages. That's between 1000 and 1300 AD. The feudal system was based on the exchange of land and services. Under the feudal system, all the land in the kingdom belonged to the king. He would then parcel out large estates to great lords known as tenants-in-chief or barons in exchange for their military and political support. These great lords then pass out smaller portions of the land to lesser lords or knights on similar terms, who did the same to peasants. Now, this whole system was a bit complicated, and here's a little diagram to help you understand it better. The king grants the land to barons in exchange for money, political support, and military support. Then out of the portion of land that the barons got, it parcels out a small portion to knights in return of protection and military service. The knights, out of their portion of the land, give a small portion to the peasants in return of food and services when demanded. Now, this feudal system had its own vocabulary. A king or lord gave the land to a lesser lord was called the overlord. So the person who granted the land to somebody was known as the overlord, whereas the person receiving the land became the vassal of the person who granted it. And the land itself became known as the fief. A vassal was not necessarily a minor figure. Below the king was a vassal. Even the greatest lords in the land, even the king of England, was a vassal to the king of France for the land that he had inherited there. By the later Middle Ages, though feudalism had largely disappeared from Europe, this was a result of a number of factors. Firstly, medieval kings grew less reliant on the great lords to provide soldiers for their armies, turning their backs on them and went to professional paid soldiers. This weakened the bonds of trust and the bonds of feudalism. Secondly, the Black Death, which arrived in England in 1348, significantly reduced the population available to work the land. Those who were lucky enough to survive the epidemic increased their bargaining power and could increasingly choose where they worked and demanded higher wages. This meant that the nobility gradually lost their control over the lower and middle income society, who could now afford to buy their own land. Finally, increasing urbanization and a greater reliance on a money economy rather than a land economy also contributed to the decline of feudalism. Now, let's just recap what we have learned so far. The great lords were no longer expected to provide military services to the king. The peasants were increasingly free to live and work where they wanted, and money replaced manpower as the key agent of economic and political power. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you understood what feudalism is and how it declined. And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe it and hit that bell button, which will give you a notification every time we upload a new video. And if you want us to make a video on any topic you didn't understand, or if you have other suggestions that we can make videos on, please comment down below in the comment section, or you could write an email to us and we will get back to you. So if you liked our video, please hit that giant thumbs up button, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!